Hi, I'm Bob. He's Jan, and that's Dave. And together we're restoring an A-26 Invader bomber with the help of some amazing volunteers. So come along and join us on this amazing journey.
Hey, here at the high maintenance hangar, watching Bob do his thing on the instrument panel. I've given him a goal, and he loves me a lot. The goal is for the 100th episode of High Maintenance. I'm going to be gone next week. I have some traveling I've got to do. Bob and John are working diligently to try to get the instrument panel wired up. If that can happen next week, which this is all going to be part of this episode, we can probably finally put the nose on the airplane. Once the nose is on, look at here. The jacks are assembled, and one of my awesome subscribers made the labels that I talked about some time ago. Bonsai Bill, you know who you are. But these are fully assembled. They actually work. Working is a big plus. We've got 7 of the 8 windows installed in the airplane. I talked to Greg Pyland, who you saw in another video, is sending out the 8th window today. I'm working on temporarily installing the co-pilot windshield. The fellows from Lee Aerospace are going to try to come over here and see if they can do something with it. It's got some deficiencies, if I can call it that. It appears that at some point, paint stripper was used on this airplane and it got on the plastic and kind of screwed it up. So I don't know how much you can see here. These are that's on the outside. Those are kind of some divots, but they're going to see what they can do to clean it up. And based on what I've seen before, they do a great job. What else is going on? Well, if we can get the nose on the early week after next, this is Friday the 13th, in 10 days, hopefully we're putting the nose on. Once the nose goes on, then we're seriously going to consider getting the wheels and tires on. So to that end, stand by. All right, well, I've got this window in. And I kind of cleaned it up, and it looks pretty good the way it is. But we have these blemishes here, down here, down here. But I've got it secured in here so that if and when Lee Aerospace can come over and do what they're doing, that'll be great. In other news, I talked to Kelly Manufacturing, the parent company of RC Allen. They are sending us out next week our artificial horizon and directional gyro. They'll be yellow tagged and all rebuilt and ready to go in the airplane, ready for flight. So that's cool. I just want to take a moment here and make an observation. These engines are really cool. They ran on the test stand up in Grangeville, Idaho at Anderson's Aeromotive, but we've not put any oil in this engine since it's been installed. And yet, and I just cleaned this floor, it's still marking its territory. Anyway, just an observation. It's another day at the high maintenance hangar. We have buddies. Don't even try, Mark. So Mark and Damon are back. They're doing what they can with our co-pilot's windshield. It appears at some point that somebody used paint stripper, and I don't know if you can see it. But there's some divots right there, up there, that our famous polishers are doing what they can to get those out. So that's what's going on today. John has removed the wing root fairings from the airplane. We still have one more to do to go get them polished. The Sparkies should be back today to see what they can do about getting the rest of the instrument panel done. And getting really close for the nose, guys. So, John, been polishing again. Before, after. Looks awesome, John.
It's good to look. It's fun.
I gave Mark a cupcake because you know how we are with snacks around here. And he was trying to hide the evidence before he could get it on video.
No evidence.
I don't know how well this will pick up in the video, but you might see that blemish right at the bottom of the frame. These boys are going crazy. Okay, you can still see some blemishes, but compared to what it was, there's not much we can do short of replacing it. Yeah, we want to thank Mark and Damon for this outstanding work. It's just incredible what these boys and Lee Aerospace, the whole company, have just been absolutely awesome to us.
And they also gave us some swag. I'll show you later.
All right, I'm up here on the scaffolding. There's still some finished work to do, but it looks so much better than it did before. And like I said, there's not much that we can do about this because this isn't raised. These are divots, and we'd just be chasing them. And so they're not going to do that. But all in all, we've just got a great looking windshield. So I'm going to get this out of here. We still have some more work to do on the dash, and we'll set this aside until we're ready for final assembly. There's no point in taking a chance on getting it scratched again. So let me get this out of here. All right, so I think that the big day has arrived. That bad boy is going on here. So this is a momentous day. Stand by, we're going to get a crew. We're going to get this. We're going to get this loaded onto the scaffolding, which is just about exactly the right height. And then we'll bring it up over here and get it attached. I'm excited. Okay, here's something we think are going to be really cool. So stand by. All right, Jan.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, here's a test. Nose only.
Okay.
Okay, here's wings and nose.
Do it again. Fantastic. Okay. That's so cool. A long time coming. Well, as you can see, it looks pretty cool. This last month has been a lot of little things, but we are really closing in on getting this thing up on the tires and getting it out of this hangar. Anyway, I'd like to say thanks to everybody for watching and enjoying our videos. The next couple of weeks ought to be really awesome. We've got to get the wingtips off and the ailerons off, and then we'll put this big beast up on the jacks and get the tires and wheels on, and then will come the big day when we figure out how to actually get this out of the hangar. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll join us next time for the 101st video of restoring this iconic Warbird. Thanks for watching. But you guys got to come over here.
That's all
Come
Damon
on.
did the sanding. Oh,
Get
no,
over
it's
here.
a Damon thing.
Get over here.
That's a Damon thing. He did all the sanding.
Don't. I'm older than you. I'm your boss. Get over here.
Just say I don't want my picture out in the cyberspace.
Come on, you guys.